Well, I think it's like 91 degrees out today. It's July 5th, and it's time to cut some wheat. Put some fuel in the tractor. I'm gonna use the 1755 because, well, I want to. It's not a lot of wheat. It's only 3 acres here. And I didn't spray this. I mean, I did nothing to this crop. So what it yields is what it yields. And I think looking at it from here, it'll be a pretty good field overall. We had good rainfall when we needed it. Everything worked out well for growing wheat. So there's the combine in front of us. I'll get the tractor hooked onto it and I'll bring you guys back then. We've made one loop, and just looking at this pile of chaff that we've got here, it's doing a really good job of breaking the kernels out of the seed heads. There's a few right there. I mean, it's not 100%, but it's doing pretty good, I think. Not bad. I think I need to turn up the fan speed a little bit to get more of this chaff out, but it feels pretty good. And that was just one loop, and it's a third of the way full, and there's a lot of wheat out there, so there will be a few entire hopper loads yet. Yeah, definitely need to turn up the fan a little bit, maybe even shut the concave down some, but that's why you do tests. I had this cover open just to make sure everything in here was working good, so go ahead and shut that. All right, I think I'm gonna do one more pass. Well, that was our first day combining wheat. Filled the grain tank. The 1755 did really good. This is totally overpowered for this combine. Last year I ran it with my 300, but the 1755 is cool, so I like using it. I'm going to use it on the combine. And where in the United States is an Oliver 1755 harvesting wheat with an Alice Chalmers 72 all crop combine? Kind of a neat setup. It worked perfect. I just put that thing in second gear direct. Oh, I'm sorry, second gear under, and just a little slower than PTO speed, and this thing did perfect. And kind of a bummer, but I couldn't get the load star to go. I went through this thing's carburetor and put a bunch of work into it and got it running really good and drove it around, and it was fine. So I parked it in preparation for wheat while I go to start it today, and it just won't go. I got it to start on starting fluid, but it's like the accelerator pump is seized or something, so tomorrow I'm gonna have to dig into that carburetor and get it going, because I want this truck to take wheat to the elevator. Last year the Ford did. This year I want the Loadstar to do it. But since the Ford still runs really good actually, the wheat got dumped in the Ford, which if I do end up getting the Loadstar to go, it won't take much to transfer that wheat over here. And then that'll be full. I estimate there might be 3 to 4 more hoppers in that field over there. So it'll get the truck, I don't know, a quarter to a half full. It's not a lot, but it's fun. I'm mainly doing it because I want the straw bales to sell, and it's kind of a good rotation for the fields as I plant them back into hay. So that's it for today. We'll get back at it. Probably not tomorrow, but we'll see. I'll bring you back when we're cutting again. Okay, it's Monday. I've got the combine greased and ready to go. Unfortunately, I didn't work on the Loadstar at all, and I'm kind of overworking on stuff at the moment, so I've just got one of the gravity wagons here with the H, and we're gonna fill this and take it to town. I went and got the wheat tested this morning, moisture tested, and it was right on the line of being ready to go. So I think we'll be good now, since it is later in the afternoon and quite hot out. But 1755 is still on the combine, and I got the tripod out, so I'm gonna throw it on the tripod for a little bit, and let's see if we can't get this wheat knocked out today. All right, dumping last load, partial load here. The field's done, so I just got to get this stuff out of the combine and then go throw the rest in this wagon that I have on that truck from the first dump. So overall we got 2.5 tanks worth of wheat off of just under 3 acres. This is like 2 3/4 acre field. So I'll take it for literally putting nothing on the field besides seed. I've got a problem with the 1755 where the steering wheel is getting really hard to turn, and I can't tell if it's a hydraulic issue, like if the actual steering motor is going bad, or if like the shaft going into the telescoping shaft is binding up from rust or something. I can't tell. Well, we'll get this tank cleaned out and then get everything back to the farm, which is right there. Okay, I got all the wheat out of the grain truck using the loader and put into the wagon here, so it's a solid-ish load of wheat. Nothing incredible, but hey, I'm having fun. So I'm gonna take the wagon off the H, hook it to the truck, and we'll go to town. All right, we just got weighed empty, pulling off the scale, and that is the wheat taken to the elevator. Let's see, 42 bushels. So I'm super happy with that. I was going to be really surprised if that field would have done over 40, because like I said, it's just a little 2 acre, I mean not 2, 2 3/4 acre, just under 3 acre field. And I didn't put anything on it, no fertilizer, I didn't spray for weeds, nothing. I just planted it and rolled with it. So now we've got to go back and bale up all of the straw. So I need to let the camera battery charge a little bit and get the baler out and grease it. So that'll give me a moment to get all that stuff ready, and then we'll bring you back when we're baling. Well, I didn't record any baling because I've actually never used a hay rack before, and I'm by myself right now, so I was loading the rack while driving the tractor at the same time. So I was kind of getting used to doing the whole thing. I baled a little bit, but I'm just plumb wore out today, so that's gonna be it. I'll be back at it tomorrow for sure. I think we might get a little bit of rain in the afternoon, evening time, so hopefully that'll leave me enough time to get all the hay baled and put in the barn. But H did really good. I might swap it out for the 300 though, just because having the independent PTO is so nice. I mean, you really can't beat it, although I don't mind using the H. So that'll be it for today. We'll bring it back around tomorrow. Well, there's the straw. I ended up not filming anymore because I got some help and we were able to load all of it onto this rack and just knocked it out pretty quick. So I think there's like 50 bales here, and I don't know, a few of them were a little bananaed. That International baler, it's just not that great at baling straw that I've found, but they look pretty good. Nice bales. So there's about 50 of them here, and this was the first time using the rack. You saw me pick these up in the hay video that I made about a month ago. So yeah, that's done. All the equipment was put away, and took the wheat to the elevator, and I think I got like 45 bushels out of it. So I'm totally happy with that. And for 50 bales, it was worth it to have a little bit of fun. So now I've got to just get in the mode of getting that field ready to plant in something new. So that's it.